Yeah, I'm gonna do a countdown, I guess. So 3, 2, 1, go.
So right
yeah.
off the bat, not only is he cheating by doing glitches, but he's also cheating by skipping the plot and going for Craft Manor first.
It's a tutorial. We need to learn how to play the game.
Yes, it's a very laid back level. There is just only secrets to collect, but we'll be taking advantage of the glitches right off the bat.
Yes, and unlike in Tomb Raider Legend, there is actually a main objective in Craft Manor in this game.
Yeah, you have to basically solve a puzzle to get into a room. We will just be, well, you'll see soon enough.
Something to
we won't be solving the puzzle, basically. But
Yeah,
we
we
do
don't
need
like
the
to solve
secrets.
puzzles.
But yeah, we do need the secrets. So, and yeah, we'll be using our guns to do some glitches like this one to access the secrets. So you might not see it, but there's a secret over here actually. And we're just going to back out and resume the
Wait
game.
a minute. You're going out of bounds in the Craft Manor level?
Yes.
Wow.
You see, I told you that the cheating is intensified greatly in this game compared to
Oh
Legend.
my god.
Yep, you can do all sorts of stuff.
That's better.
This is not the only time we'll be going out of bounds. There's, I think, one more instance, which is actually a pretty big time saver. And it will be coming up right about when I enter this pool area. So there's a secret in like this tunnel that's supposed to be over there. We're not going to be opening the tunnel, we're just going to be, well, going out of bounds, I guess. Not try to take the safe route here, because it's a pretty difficult glitch.
This, oh my, wow,
And,
oh my god.
There's a secret here. And
Yeah, I struggled very
Oops.
hard in my playthrough in this area. I'm so mad now.
Yeah.
And
So-
DarkSpotz kind of made that look a little easy, but trust me, that's pretty hard and pretty irritating. If you miss it, it's pretty annoying. And we kind of like to call it Foley Skip 2.0 because, as you'll see later on, there's a very similar skip in Foley which was found before this one. This one was found kind of recently, right?
Yeah, I mean, me and Dragon were the ones that basically put this route together based on the no-bug jump route made by Kadarev. So we made some adjustments and yeah.
Caddy height.
Yep, so that's done. The good thing about this game is that it saves secrets as soon as you pick them up, which means you don't have to hit a checkpoint. If you pick it up, then it will be just saved permanently, which means that we can abuse just backing out and resuming the game in order to end up at the last checkpoint, basically.
I actually airwalked through this whole area in my playthrough because I was like, fuck mazes. So yeah, I actually cheated doing this.
Yeah, these mazes are, well, they're programmed really badly, as you can see. Basically, if I get an airwalk and then just do this, I can get on top of it. But you
I
can also, like,
absolutely hated this maze as a kid, but recently when we did a blind glitchless race, somehow I was able to remember the route.
Yep, so here's another big shortcut, I guess, coming up. So since we hit the last checkpoint in the manor, we'll just back out and resume Craft Manor, and we'll end up here. And then, well, like I said before, you have to go to a room, but you can only access the room by doing the puzzle. except we don't have to do it because we are just going to backhand spring
Something's
into
missing.
it, and well, I actually messed it up, but
I highly encourage you to not try this at home. Do not dive headfirst into your wall, please.
That's so funny because I was gonna say when we started playing the other levels to don't try bug jumping at home.
so yeah, this the Croft Manor a level exit trigger is you can access it through the wall. So that's what we do.
Alright.
And yeah, it skips doing all the puzzles. We only needed to do to get the secrets. If you don't get the secrets, then you can do it this level in like 16 seconds, basically, if you really want to.
Yes. And
So it's very short.
even if you only, even if you just go for the secrets, like playing it the intended way, it can actually take up like a decent amount of time, but since the harder secrets to get, or the ones that take the longest time, we can just go to by going out of bounds and doing stuff like that. It's not really that long.
Yep. And another thing how Anniversary is different from Legend is that we get to begin bug jumping pretty late. Okay. That didn't go as planned. That's fine though, I got the secret. I wanted to do a fall damage cancel there, but I think I did it a little bit too early. But like I was saying, wait, what did I want to say actually?
We were talking about how
Oh, yeah.
we get to bug jump later in this game compared to Legend, because if you remember, well, if you were around for my run, wink wink, we already started bug jumping at the second half of the first level. DarkSpotz is gonna have to go through like 1/4 of the game without bug jumping, so he's gonna rely on mostly airwalking.
Yeah. You can do single bug jumps, which, yep, I messed up. But yeah, you can do single bug jumps basically, but to do infinite jumps or, you know, 2 or more in a row, you need 2 weapons. Well, you don't actually need it, but if you have 1 weapon and you try to do infinite bug jumps, the inputs have to be basically frame perfect. And
Yes,
it can be
because
only done by scripts, basically.
yeah, because the way it works with single weapon bug jumps is instead of having to press the weapon switch key during your sequence of inputs, you just tap your aim button, which is usually your right click, to make Lara get her weapons out to do a gun jump, but also like pretty much instantly put them away. So you get this weird kind of gun jump where you get the gun jump animation, but the guns are not actually in her hand anymore, or hands. And that allows you to do bug jumps, but you have to tap right click for like a very specific amount of time every single time you want to do a bug jump. So repeating this is insanely hard.
Yep.
And
Along the way,
luckily, in this category, we do not need to do Vilcabamba Warp because it doesn't really save time here.
yep.
Yeah,
So,
I keep being like, what's going on? I'm like, oh wait, yeah, it's 100%. They need to do other things.
Yeah, sometimes it's actually, sometimes it's a good thing that we have to pick up secrets because we can skip doing stuff like Vilcabamba Warp.
Yeah, it can be a bit annoying. Along the way, we'll be picking up some shotgun ammo, because you can't actually like equip a secondary weapon unless you have ammo for it. So I will get the shotgun after completing Pro, but if I don't have ammo for it, I won't be able to equip it. But it's necessary to do the infinite jumps.
Yeah, so that's actually a kind of funny difference between Legend and Anniversary as well. In Legend, it actually doesn't matter whether you have ammo for your secondary weapon or not, you can just switch to it. So as long as you have a secondary weapon, even if you don't have any ammo for it, you can bug jump with it in Legend. But in Anniversary, the game doesn't let you.
And
Well, you can actually equip a weapon that doesn't have ammo, but you cannot bug jump with it, and you'll see why later on. We're gonna use that method of equipping a weapon during fully skip.
in this category we won't though, because we have the ammo.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry.
But yeah, in no bug
Completely
jump we
forgot
would
about that.
actually equip
Yeah, so to
from the
explain it,
inventory.
because you won't see it, in order to equip a weapon that has no ammo in this game, you have to press your item select screen basically, which is usually tab. And if you select your secondary weapon through there, then for some reason the game lets you equip it, even though there's no ammo for it. So normally you cannot switch to that weapon via a shortcut key, but you can do it with tab. It's kind of weird. I guess it's an oversight.
And so I also saved the game back there, and we're gonna be doing this quite a lot because that saves a lot of backtracking, especially in Egypt, for example, where we can just backtrack 2 levels worth of gameplay basically.
And you just saw an example of a single weapon bug jump right there.
Yep.
And
So,
right here, he's only really entering the dinosaur section of this level because he wants a secret that's there. But as soon as he gets that, he's gonna back out and he's gonna load the other save file.
Yep. And we're actually going into the dinosaur area backwards, so this would be the place where you actually go back into the main area, but we're gonna basically go reversed. So yep, so I have the secret, and I'm gonna load the save, and we are back here.
And
we need to be
again,
back here.
interestingly enough, sorry to cut you off.
It's fine.
You can already back out as soon as you press interact. You actually don't have to wait for the okay, that was kind of scary. And I'm not even playing. You don't have to wait for the collectible to completely disappear or anything. All you have to do is press interact, and then the game immediately recognizes that you picked it up.
Welcome, Raiders. I just want to say that this is the Tomb Raider Marathon, and we're raising money for Direct Relief, which is a humanitarian aid organization that has a mission to improve the health and lives of people affected by poverty or emergencies. And in this case, their big project they're working on right now is COVID-19. So every dollar goes towards helping everyone globally. So we've already reached our donation goal, but feel free to donate whatever you can or to just share with your friends that it's going on. We have one more day to go.
Yep.
And right there you saw xDarkSpotz save again for the same reason as in Lost Valley. He's going to get 2 secrets and then he's gonna back out.
And yeah, I picked up all the secrets that there are for this level, and now it's just the to get to the final room to complete it, and I messed that up.
And now
because-
xDarkSpotz is going to do his favorite.
Oh yes.
Oh,
of
no,
course.
not this
game.
one.
Yep, I for some reason I have a lot of trouble with it. Most of my runs that I do end at this skip because
Oh yeah,
doing something wrong.
I've seen so many people rage at it. I've seen Footy be so upset, and I just do the backup strat because it's easier.
Yes. So we're coming to the end of Peru now. There's a lot of falling rocks and stuff, but it's not timed.
Yeah,
So
that's very interesting about this. Like there's the camera's shaking all intense, like there's rocks everywhere, but it's actually not timed. You can just chill here if you want.
Yeah, but
I used to think that it is.
We gotta be
like-
fast.
But yeah, since we are speedrunning, we do want to get out as fast as we can.
Yes, and also QT time. A little fist fight scene between Lara and Larson.
Have you seen this on the Wii? It's like a workout.
It is?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that part. I was watching a bit of
You play with the Wii controller and the nunchuck, and you have to like move your arms like certain ways, and it gets very picky about it. So poor Izzy died so many times because it was just like, nah, we don't care that you're waving your arms.
That's unfortunate.
So, bug jumps. If I can actually get myself. Okay, wow, I'm having a lot of trouble for some reason. Okay, now it works.
You also got trolled by the lions. That doesn't help.
Okay, okay, I'm actually for some reason having a lot of trouble with this, but I shouldn't. Anyway, okay.
You sure you have the FPS required?
I should, yeah.
I hope you're not like accidentally on VSynCon.
No, I'm not. I checked that.
Okay, good.
Because, I mean,
Good.
if things go very bad with bug jumping, then I guess I'll have to come up with things on the spot. But there's a secret here. We're just going to grab it through the wall. Like that. So yeah, if you have forward momentum and use the grapple, then Lara can grab items through walls.
Yeah, that interesting interaction was found by Katarev, I'm pretty sure. And it was mainly used, well, it was basically only used in Natla's mines at first. But in 100% we also use it to grab this secret.
Yep, and now we have arrived in the challenge room parts. Each of the rooms has a secret. So we'll be visiting all of them, and there's also a secret in the main room. And after that, we're gonna be doing a pretty nice glitch to totally skip the level. But before I do that, I'm actually gonna kill these guys, because there's gonna be a cutscene that's triggered. And they can actually like push you off the platform while this is happening.
Yeah, it's really annoying. They can drain your health, they can push you, they can do both of those things at the same time.
So yeah, the first room we're going to be going into is, I think it's pronounced Hephaestus. Might be totally wrong though, but hopefully I'm not.
I think that's how it's pronounced, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a little puzzle here. We're gonna have to step on these 4 tiles in order to get this gate open. And just do some bug jumps and secret behind here, which we can pick up through the wall. And just reload ourselves back into the main room.
Did you just pick that up through the wall?
To go to
Yeah,
the next
for
one,
some
which is
reason
beside them.
it has a pretty big like hitbox, I guess, or detection where you can just pick it up.
Wait a minute. You don't do volley skip in this cat. Is it because it's 100%?
No, we do another kind of policy. That's even better actually. It's
I'm not
about
sure if I'm
40
mad or not.
seconds. It's about
Wait,
40 seconds
Bunny,
faster than the old method.
yeah, I was gonna ask Bunny, what kind of fully skip are you referring to? Is it the one with the bats?
The one with the bats? Yeah. The
Yeah,
one where
so
you.
Obsolete.
then we're actually using a different
I-
kind of fully skip, even in any percent.
Is it easier? I haven't played in a year, clearly.
Depends. I like it more because it's not really RNG, but it can be difficult to learn at first.
If it doesn't require bats bothering the hell out of me, I'll probably be better with it. Oh
It does
man.
not.
I'm gonna whenever I get back to this game, I'm gonna like bother you.
Okay, sure.
We're friends now. Okay, perfect. Carry on.
So yeah, we'll be opening the last 2 doors and getting the secrets from them.
Now I'm very
Oh.
excited as to how you're gonna react to the new, well, quote unquote new fully skip, because it was done in a different category beforehand, but for some reason we never did it in the other categories. I
Sometimes
guess
people don't
just
think.
didn't. Yeah, people just didn't bother to learn it. Although
Yeah.
I should say that it was also considered to be kind of luck related, because there was no consistent way or a consistent method of doing it. But since then, a runner named Purse Guy has found some nice methods of doing
Oh,
it.
that's cool. Also, just watching you bug jump the columns is like, oh my god. It's
Yep.
so fast.
Yep, and you can also do it sideways and backwards, which is also very cool.
I
They all have
absolutely
their own
love
uses.
being able to skip this stuff.
Yep.
It's just
They-
bug jump is so hard to learn. Oh my god, I can't.
It just takes time. So there are these big brick boulder, whatever, blocking us.
It also
So you
takes
have
a
to-
lot of patience. Like,
Yeah, it's it has a really long learning curve.
yeah, I actually had to try to learn it twice. The first time I tried, I didn't even really know how to do it, because it was a long time ago, and I didn't really know English too well back then. So even though I like looked at a run, I didn't really know what to do. So I just tried to replicate it. Couldn't really do it. I kind of knew the inputs, but yeah.
Yep, so now is the new fully skip. We try to line it up to get it first try, hopefully.
Oh yeah, so this part might look scary, like the way he jumped to that ledge, but that's not needed. You can do that in a different way as well. This part is needed though, clipping out and then doing a fall damage cancel, and we're already done.
Yes.
So, what do you think, Bunny?
This run drives me crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, this is we're in the Colosseum now. Very short level, just one secret to collect. And
So, by the
then
way,
we'll be out on our
okay,
way.
go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say we'll be done with Colosseum and then we'll be on our way.
Yeah, and I wanted to add that if you're playing without bug jumps, so you're doing like regular any percent, for example, you can still do this fully skip, but it's a tiny bit different. You still have to clip out of bounds with the handstand and do a very well timed and very well angled fall damage cancel. But after that, you actually have to do a similar thing that you saw xDarkSpotz do in Croft Manor, where he was like kind of maneuvering around out of bounds wall and floor, basically walking on the edge of the floor to make sure that he goes around a wall but he also doesn't fall off because the floor doesn't really extend too far.
Yep. So it's
And Coliseum is
much
also
more
very
difficult.
short, as you just saw.
And not gonna bother opening any of the doors here. Just, you know, if you can get out of bounds, then let's get out of bounds.
Let's just casually phase through a wall, you know, as you do.
Yes. So I'm gonna actually pull this out of the way. You can actually get through there, but since I'm using the grapple and that wall was grabbable, then the camera does funky things.
Yeah,
And
it does.
it can be
You tried
weird. And also this level is a bit different because it's the only level which has 2 relics actually. The other one is in the fire room. I mean, it's not really a fire room because we don't activate the fire that's in the fire room. But
Well,
close enough.
Coliseum supposed to be fire room.
The room. Just
Yes.
the room. Because there's no fire.
Or just the room, yeah, that works too.
In Izzy's run, we decided for fun, since we had a little extra time, that we were going to turn Lara to gold. And it's really funny because the Wii textures are weird. It looks like you can see her skin on the edges, so it just looks like they kind of put some paint on her body instead of her physically turning the gold. It was really weird.
I guess she turns into fake gold in the Wii version.
So.
Oh yeah, and
there's
this is
the,
also really convenient here because you don't have to bother stressing about whether you'll make it to the relic in time or not, because this is actually timed, by the way, getting to this relic, but luckily we can just bug jump to it really quickly.
Yeah, so there's this thing coming up, a trick that I might not be able to do because of low FPS. We'll see how it goes. I do have a backup plan. But it will take some more time. But it's gonna be fine. So yeah, this is Tomb of the Oaken. I'm going to try to clip out of this
Yeah,
corner.
and hopefully in any percent, we want to stay out of bounds during the swimming section, but because we're looking to pick up a secret in the next room, we actually have to come here and grab a checkpoint because we'll be grabbing the secret from out of bounds.
Yep. So
And then we
it
have
looks,
to resume game after that.
yep, and it looks like I'm not getting it, so I think I might have to reload my save actually. I'm gonna try like 5 more times, because this is very FPS dependent, and if you don't have high FPS then you won't get it, and it looks like I don't have enough.
You could try on the other side, maybe?
Oh! I got it.
That's
cool. You definitely do it a little different from me. Like it's the same corner, the same concept, but your camera angles are just very different.
Yeah, I don't want to look like towards the big room that's here, because it actually lowers your FPS. So yeah, but now we have to do it again, which will hopefully work.
Also, I hate that corner bug because personally, even if I have like 300 FPS, it feels really inconsistent. Like I feel like I'm doing the same thing and it's just not working sometimes with pretty much the same amount of FPS.
Yeah. Can be a bit weird.
Okay,
whatever. I'll do it the intended way.
Yeah, it's not that bad now that you got the secret. You can still just skip the entire section anyway.
Yes. Just
It's
yeah.
more tedious.
Because I don't think there's a way out of bounds from when you're actually in the cistern. So yeah. Okay, I think I have enough FPS to do these jumps. These bug jumps.
Oh my god. Between chat and this run, I can't. Look at you bug jumping all the way over there.
Don't worry, Lara. The water.
I mean, I just airwalk over there, but
I
still.
was gonna say you can also.
Leave me alone. It's very slower.
Yes, now we're also going to be doing a pretty long chain, which will hopefully go well.
Yeah, we need to get another secret here that's in the water, but we don't really want to swim a whole lot, so we're gonna try to get there via as many buck jumps as possible.
It takes me so hard to get out of the waterfall section to get over to whatever the thing where you beat up here in whatever that building is. It takes me so long, and then you just bug jump your way through like la la la, and like, oh my god, I'm so mad.
Yeah.
You know, actually, even bug jumping out of that room can be pretty frustrating if you're not doing it at
Dark
the
spots. How dare you make it
appropriate
look so easy?
speed.
Just,
Yeah, because the thing is, if you go too
practice.
slowly, you don't gain enough height to get out of bounds. And if you go too fast, you might not, like... You might misjudge it.
So yeah, coming up to our first boss fight. The centaurs, which can actually bug out and softer terrain, which will hopefully not happen, but if it does, I'll have a backup save. And they didn't bug out, which is amazing. But then sometimes I fall from the ceiling and do silly stuff. But didn't do it this time. They can also get stuck in like the building, where the QP happened. But yeah, that didn't happen.
The funniest thing that has ever happened to me in this boss fight is right as I spawned one of the centaurs, the one that's to your left as you spawn, just was absolutely vibing in the air, and after like 2 seconds it was like slowly getting down, and then it clipped into the ground and then just suddenly died.
Yeah, a lot of crazy things can happen in this game when you don't have VSync on. But you need VSync off to, do bug jumps, so...
Yeah, you can actually do them with VSync on, but they're really difficult. Like, they're way more difficult with VSync on.
So yeah, jump up here and then I will save my time. Because I will be using it to backtrack in 10 minutes time, I'm guessing? Something like that. But yeah, we have a couple of things to do in this level before we head on. There's actually a really cool route for this level, since this level is basically backtracking, kind of. So we get a checkpoint at the end of the level basically, and then go do go the quote-unquote intended route, and then reload the checkpoint. So I'm gonna jump up here, since the platform that's above me is basically the end of the level. And then I'm gonna get an airwalk and get a secret. And since I don't hit any other checkpoints in the meantime, it means I can just reload myself back into this place.
Also, while xDarkSpotz was bug jumping up from the main hallway, you might have noticed that he hugged the wall at a kind of specific location. He was doing that because there are actually invisible death triggers in the air, because apparently that's funny. So we tried to avoid those.
Yeah, this area, it's interesting. This area has some death triggers to prevent you from jumping down. So instead of like dying from fall damage, it actually kills you from just hitting the death trigger. So you'll just die randomly in midair.
Yeah, there's also death triggers in the beloved vertical room later.
And gonna get this relic, and then I'll probably do one of the more harder chains in this game, or in this category.
Dude, I hate this chain so much.
Yep, you have to get out from a very specific hole. It's in the wall or in the ceiling, and you can't flip your mouse too fast, or otherwise you'll drop your bug jump. But that was surprisingly easy this time, which I'm glad about.
Yeah, so what he needs to do there, or what he needed to do, is constantly rotate his camera, because if you're bug jumping into the ceiling there, you're losing height because it's diagonal collision. And you have to also pay attention to not, that was an interesting pull, to not flick your mouse too hard, because for some reason, if the camera switches too fast and too much, it will just instantly drop your bug jump chain for some reason.
Yeah. And yeah, I also picked up a secret through the wall.
And while you were midair.
Yep. And yeah, we are done with this section. Just do our good old save and reload trick. There's, I believe, 2 more secrets, and there's also a pretty long bug jump chain at the end of it. So yeah, we'll be scaling an obelisk basically. Oh,
And this
that didn't go as planned.
I was gonna say this
no.
cute little room is one of the most frustrating rooms for me if I play the game glitchless or casually. I absolutely hated the blades that come out of the wall as a kid.
Yeah, I try to avoid replaying this level when I'm playing casually, because yeah, it's probably one of the more challenging levels in this game, definitely, with all the traps and all the puzzles. But yeah, hopefully, not hopefully, but yeah, thankfully we are able to skip a lot of them by bug jumping. So yeah, here's the last secret for Obelisk of Khamon, and then we will be going back to Temple of Khamon, the save that I made at the beginning of Egypt. And normally you're supposed to get like 4 keys in Obelisk, and then come back here and then open this big door that's below me, but we're just gonna bug jump over it.
Oh my god, I'm so mad. I get beat up by this dude every time I enter this area, and you're just like, if I just bug jump before I even get there, I don't see him.
Yeah, bug jumping helps to avoid a lot of problematic things.
Well, actually, I'm gonna tell you something that might make you feel a little bit better. Whenever I try to do this bug jump chain that DarkSpotz just did to skip those 2 mummies and that puzzle over there, 99% of the time the mummies snipe me out of the air.
Yeah.
But I'm not really doing it the way DarkSpotz is. That might be a reason, but yeah. You can still get sniped, but guess it's a bit less annoying.
Just all these spots where I'm like, it's so hard to airwalk, or you can't airwalk, and you're just like, or we could just bug jump wherever we please.
Yep, as long as we have 2 weapons.
Yep.
Or
yeah,
more.
we'll also be skipping this puzzle because we can. There's basically no collision on top of the door, so you can just bypass getting 2 keys and opening them.
Oh my god, how do you do this next part? Because airwalking in this room is the bane of my existence.
Well, I can do it 2 ways. I can airwalk or bug jump, but since we are doing a bug jump category run,
You're
then I'm
just
gonna
gonna
bug
make me mad. I see how. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, now he's just getting rude at this point.
Now he's just showing off. How dare he do bug jumps in his bug jump run?
Exactly. But
Also, wow, 0 out of 10, you didn't end your bug jump chain with a swan dive.
yeah, I can't swan dive out of bug jumps, and I don't know why I tried to get an airwalk there.
I
Just
have to
messing
keep
up the
mentioning this every
categories.
time because that is the one thing I have over DarkSpotz and Brinu when it comes to bug jumping. Or literally anything when it comes to these games. Is that I can consistently get a swan dive out of bug jumps.
Now we'll be doing backwards bug jump chain to not avoid enemies, as you can see.
Yeah, but basically backwards bug jumping is the fastest movement option in the game in general.
Yeah. And it's also the most difficult because it requires kind of a precise timing. At least when you're trying to learn it, then it's well, I found it very hard to pull off.
The interesting thing about backwards bug jumps is with sideways and forward ones, you can do it like from a certain speed onward, you can do it as fast as you want. But with backwards bug jumps, you can actually do it too fast and then your chain will just cancel out. So we don't want to do that, so we tend to purposefully do backwards bug jumps a little bit slower.
Yes. So yeah, that means it has a tighter timing. But yeah, we're
It has
actually
a bit of a different rhythm.
What are you gonna do now that you have no weapons, huh?
well, first we're gonna get the weapons, and then there's some secrets that we have to get, and also a relic. And yeah, we're also going to pick up a second weapon that's conveniently placed, which we'll see soon.
Insert the "oh no anyway" meme.
Yeah. So it's very conveniently placed, of course. And yeah. So I'm gonna be hitting this checkpoint here, and well, there's the weapons are in there. And we're going to do the same trick we did in Folly, which is, oh, well, I found 12 pistols. Amazing. So anyway, that's basically it. We're going to get the secret.
And
Now
he does not have a secondary weapon yet, but don't you worry, it's not long before we get a secondary weapon.
I like how walls are just suggestions.
Yes. I mean, it's a Tomb Raider game, so it's only fair, right?
Yeah, how are you supposed to raid if there are walls?
Exactly. Just... Oh.
Also, like, with all the things we can do, like, with all the things that we witnessed Lara do, I guess, during these speed runs, I wonder why the villains are even trying at this point. Like, if I saw somebody walking in the air or just doing funny motions, jumping in the air, I don't know, I would just give up. I would just offer them a cup of tea and talk about life.
Yep. So yeah, Another out of bounds glitch to bypass getting some of the fuses. And we're gonna be picking up our amazing secondary weapon, which is conveniently placed. Who placed it here? Don't know, but yep, that allows us to continue our bug jumping journey.
It was Pierre's ghost.
Of course. Now here's another big skip coming up. We're gonna be skipping. I don't even know how long the QT is, even, but we're gonna be skipping.
It's like over a minute long. It's
Yeah.
really long.
But we have to come into this area where I'm just gonna quickly show T-posing. But yeah, there's a secret in this area that we have to get, and then we're off to the Great Pyramid, which has the longest bug jump chain in the game. We're gonna be bug jumping all the way from the bottom of the vertical room all the way to the top.
Yeah, and you have to bug jump even higher than you normally would in any percent, because there's a secret that's at the top that is higher than the final platform. So we need to bug jump to that one, or at least I'm assuming xDarkSpotz does it that way.
I think I'm gonna be
Oh,
safe
no.
and not jump directly to the secret. I'm gonna
Am
get
I-
the checkpoint on the platform first.
Am I gonna be
Okay, that's
mad
fair.
about how you guys do the vertical tower room?
Yes.
Depends.
Probably.
I'm ready to be mad.
So, here we go. I'm gonna also touch this bottom platform to get a checkpoint. Just in case. If I mess this up, but concentrate now.
Well, considering how casually I could barely grapple and make it across because, I don't know, anniversary grappling is so hard for me, I'm already mad. Just even thinking about casually, I can't even do this room.
And there it is, he's got it. Clap it up.
Yeah, it can really strain your wrist. Because you have to just keep hitting like 4 times in a row. For
Yeah,
like,
for sure. It can. Like every time I do this room, I end up having immense pain in my wrist.
yeah. So yeah, that was that. So the hardest part is basically over. Now we have to collect 1 relic and the final level, and then we're done.
And yeah, the final level still has secrets, but not many.
But there's also a nice skip in the final level. There's 2 boss fights. We're going to be skipping the first one entirely. Because we
Oh
can.
my god, and then you don't even get hit by the pushy block. You know, you guys should try to meet up and just do 2 players, 1 controller for this room.
Oh.
Force's
Wow, that-
favorite thing was to do that with Lemon.
I don't even want to think about trying that. I already hate this room when I have to do it on my own.
Oh, that's... Okay, I got it now. 4, 5.
So xDarkSpotz is basically going to be the same
the
sort
super
of skip as you would in any percent.
I wouldn't in any percent, but that's okay.
Yeah, so we reloaded this room, and now we're gonna get out of bounds. Since this game handles loading zones in like 3 chunks, if you deload the area we're in, the next area loads. Yeah, we can kind of abuse that to just skip the boss fight.
So if you're wondering how he got out of bounds there, by the way, because, you know, we couldn't really see anything, He basically rolled through the platform that you fight Torso on. So he lost some height during the airwalk, and he went to the corner and rolled through the platform.
Yep. And yeah, we are slowly approaching the end of the game. So we have one secret to get, and then the boss fight. And then we are going to be done. I'll be picking up this ammo just in case.
Now, because this is a 100% game, you guys all know what the plot is, right? You've been following along? I'm sure the run explains the plot somewhere.
Plot is basically reference TR1. There you go.
Yeah, but it isn't the exact same story because they tie a little bit of Legends, Tomb Raider Legends storyline into it.
Well, yeah, it's the next game.
It's okay, they explained that in Underworld.
Yeah, so I'm going to be switching to manual combat mode. It helps to aim at Natla's wounds a bit better because that's what we need to get rid of. Or that's what we need to target.
It's basically a legal aim pattern.
Yes. So in the first phase we have to do damage to her wings. And in the second phase we have to just do some other things.
And the annoying part is that even though you have to deal damage to her wings in the first phase, you can still target her torso, and we do not want that. So that's why we use manual aim, because it's more consistent to keep your target on something with manual aim.
So I might actually have enough bullets to finish her off with 2 cycles at this but hopefully it won't go that way. Oh, okay, I did it. And now there's only a PP left. Cool.
And timer is going to stop pretty much after he gets the final end level speed. So that'll be after he skips the final cutscene and then like mashes enter.
Yes, so I'll probably say stop or something.
Also, fun fact about this little QTE, it actually has an input that you can press before the input comes up. You still cannot spam it, but you can time it a little bit earlier. You just saw it, the up input. For some reason, you can press that one earlier.
I haven't.
Not sure why. It's like 1 to 2 seconds earlier. It's just a free time save randomly.
Time.
GG.
GG's, yeah, thank you. So we're gonna check. We did get 100%.
I can't get the timer to stop. What the fuck?
So yeah,